Hey, chat, how's it going? Long time no yap. It's been 2 days. Ooh! Ooh, indeed. Shout out to KJ with the frog. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, but we're going to be gaming today. Not a whole lot that I really want to yap about. Unless there's things you want to yap about, chat. What do you want to yap about for the next 5 minutes? How's it going? How is it going for everybody's Thursday? Almost Friday. Ooh. Yeah, I overheard. Heard you had a lot of Switch consoles. Some Switch 2s. Or was it just consoles in general? Where the Switch 2 is not part of it. It was an RSV. I don't know what that is. Ah, got it. Refurbished games or refurbished consoles. Store to store transfers. Got it. Got it. So, how was the Death Stranding launch for you, by the way? Embers was telling me a little bit about it. It was a lot quieter than you guys anticipated. No one really showed up. I think, like, the thing is with Death Stranding, I think it's going to be primarily a digital game, but I also think it's going to be like a live streamed watch game. I feel like a lot more people are going to watch it for like at least 1 or 2 streams, and then that's about it. You know, I don't foresee that game really being like a big ticket seller, because although it's reviewed, the first Death Stranding is reviewed super well and people really like it who play through it all the way. I wonder how much people like sell it for. But then I also know that like Kojima has this almost like godlike caricature in the gaming space, where people are like, oh, you don't know who Kojima is? That's crazy. Let me tell you all the lore of Kojima. Like, I saw some people doing like some pretty hot takes when it came to Death Stranding 2, where I guess the combat is a lot faster than the first one. And people are comparing it to like Metal Gear Solid 5, the last true Metal Gear game that was made by him when he was still at Konami. And people are like, yeah, you should go back to just making Metal Gear games, because I would play that. I'm not going to play this. And I'm like, that is crazy, because obviously you don't understand that he can't make Metal Gear games. It's not his IP. So, just like how he can't make Silent Hills, it's not his IP. I'm still curious as to what this like horror game with all those big name actors are going to be. That one I am curious about. That one. But we'll see. We shall see. You're good, Embers. You're good. My son's trying to steal your fur, son. He's trying to steal the chicken. But, yeah. I will say, chat, we might actually finish up Metroid Prime 2 today, depending on how the key situation goes. And I know I said I was going to go for like 100%, but obviously I've never like truly committed. We've gotten close to like the 100% that I'd be looking for, which is all energy tanks, all beam upgrades, and And that's really it. The missile tanks and stuff like that, I don't really care. Like, it's fine. But it's really just the energy tanks and the weapon upgrades. Like, the actual weapon upgrades I'm more interested in. Not so much the rest of it. The rest of you. So, but I think that's enough yapping. Let's get to gaming. What do you say, chat? I'm excited. I'm excited to continue the game. Game time. It is game time. All right, chat, get your emotes ready. It's that time again. It's time to play the game. Wait. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for something, chat. Oh, yeah. Speaking of it's time to play the game, I want to clip this, actually. Okay. Speaking of how to play, it's time to play the game. We actually have a couple gifts from our friends over at Cemetery Pulp. We have a Motorhead tea, like tea rag. I forget what these are. I think that's what it's called, is a Motorhead tea rag. And then they gave us one of the samples of the Motorhead K-Cup, Motorhead coffee. So, yeah, super sick. We got some presents. Some presents from our friends over at Cemetery Pulp. Shout out to them. Yes, very, very cool. Owner's name is Chris. You should definitely go check out, if you're in the Vegas area, you should 100% go check out Cemetery Pulp. They're pretty cool. We love gifts, but we also love them. They're very, very nice. But yeah. Otherwise, chat, let's go ahead and do our YouTube intro as always. Now I can play game. Thanks, Embers. YouTube! Heyo, YouTube. How's it going? We're back. We're playing some more Metroid Prime 2. We're probably going to actually end up finishing it today, as long as, like, key progression goes by pretty fast for the Sky Temple. As I was kind of talking about with chat a little bit, really my big goal with this is not to go for a true 100%, but for a like all energy tanks, all actual weapon upgrades, so like the beam effects and stuff like that. Otherwise, that's kind of it as far as our playthrough goes. And then I figured we'd go ahead and wrap up Metroid Prime 2 in preparation for probably Prime 3 tomorrow, and maybe we might take a small break from the Metroid marathon and play something else in the evening or in the beginning. I don't know yet. We'll see. But otherwise, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like the video, feel free to leave a like. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in a moment, YouTube, as I go ahead and get the game set up. All right. We're just jumping right in. I just feel like jumping right in today. You know what I mean? I just feel like jumping in. So I officially got all the, and we're back, YouTube. I officially got all the, stuff switched over and everything for my, to my Game Drive A, my actual game SSD on my PC. So, I mean, on my totally legal GameCube, because that's what this is on. Don't come after me, Nintendo, please. So yeah, we're at 79%, so we're pretty close. All things considered. But yeah. Yeah, the ye old dusty GameCube. Ah, yes. The light suit. The best suit. That might have some stuttering issues. So, if I remember correctly, we essentially are like making our way through, right? Because we got the one from over here, and now I think we're looking for one more. Dark Temple keys. Sky Temple keys. Alright. So, Temple Key 5, Temple Key 6. And then... Oh, wait. Did we get all the keys in the hive? Oh, we did. Okay. Well, I guess now we can make our way over to, what's it called? We can make our way over to the other place really quick. I'm, like, trying to remember if there's, like, any other places we want to visit here. I'm pretty sure we kind of covered majority of it when it came to, like, these places. Yeah. I think we're good to go ahead and, you know, continue. Yeah, because the Hazing Cliff is where that one portal is, and... Okay. Yep. We can get on out of here. We've finished up this area. Wow, I just got absolutely blasted there? Question mark? Okay. Starting this off strong by taking all the damage. Love to see it. Oh yeah, no. There's like 2 of them here. Silly goose. Alright. As you can see, having spin attack, super awesome. Super, super good. Mods, if I haven't already, do you mind making sure that I'm in the Metroid category? Metroid Prime 2 category? I was going to say mods. So I'm thinking with the going into the Prime 3, because we're so close, I'm honestly thinking that it might be worth it to do the to finally start editing my videos down, because like as much as I like to have the whole VOD up, I've definitely come to learn that not everybody likes that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely like tempted to make some adjustments on that front. Let me know your thoughts, please. Like actually plug them in and do some quick editing and stuff like that. But I definitely want your guys' opinion on it, if you'd be interested in that, or if you guys want like the full VOD still posted somewhere. So we can access Torvus Bog here like pretty quickly. I think we should go ahead and do that. Oh, I will say, chat, I am trying something new. So instead of playing the ISO file, for anybody who's familiar with my totally legal GameCube, I was playing an ISO file where I took it at a... Is it this way? Pretty sure it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. So I jumped down and should not have jumped down, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Maybe, but to be honest, I don't have any issues with it. I like getting to see each step. Okay. That's a personal preference. I mean, I do have the full VODs up on YouTube because I also stream to YouTube as well. So I'm like, maybe with the, maybe with like editing down the videos and stuff like that, that could be for exclusively like the, what's it called? The playthrough. is like just editing it down and stuff, capturing sort of the funny moments or the highlights and stuff like that. Or rather the loud moments, as some people call them. And just doing that, and then just having the VOD be there for like full, you know? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Ouch. So I will say, as far as like retention goes, if I'm talking like behind the scenes stuff, YouTube does like a good job of clip show. Not a clip show, but like more just highlighting sort of the significant moments, right? Like not so much highlighting these moments. Like the going through things and sort of making our way through the game, or like the lull moments, as it's called. But that's why I wanted to ask, was to get your guys' thoughts about what would you like to see. That's right, we can't use this because of this stupid thing. Because this doesn't make, like, any sense. Because they're like, yeah, you should have already did this because fuck you. Yeah, so that's right. So we came all the way down here for nothing. So like in the editing circumstance, I'd cut out like this, right? Just a lot of the moving back and forth and stuff like that. More to where like we actually locate the key, or if there's something interesting that happens, game breaks, something like that. Especially since I already have like the big VOD up, and what I've come to realize is like per last stream got quite a lot of views when it came to the playthrough, and though in the live stream got a lot of long form retention, but the actual video itself not so much. Typically the videos get about like 30-ish minutes on average, like 25 to 30-ish minutes. And it's usually just the opening. And I'm like, maybe if I made that a wee bit better, you know what I'm saying? Ouch. Open your door. Oh wow, did you see that? Their laser beams actually didn't even show up until I was already past. Let's go. Nice. That was good. That was clean. I will say I do know that as of right now, we've gotten pretty much all the super significant weapon upgrades. Sniper, you see that shot? And now if we were to go for 100%, it would just be like missile tanks and stuff like that. Let's see. That's the portal. Trying to see what's the fastest way to getting under here, if there is a fast way from where I'm at. Oh, I mean, I guess we could do the trooper security and get whatever's there. Since we're going for like a pseudo get items run. I do know that at some point we have to go to the beginning area of Agon Wastes. Just because that's where we need to go. It's so interesting that they never use the Federation soldiers again. They pretty much are just like, yeah, that was a fun mechanic while it lasted. Just Denzinum. Everything's Denzinum, man. Not entirely what I wanted. I want, definitely want more than Mega Bombs at this point, because, as you know, as you can imagine, we don't really use them for anything but blowing things up at this point. Let me see. I'm actually pretty curious about this. Okay, so as far as like where we're at, yeah, we still got to go all the way around if we were to do this. But I am going to go into the the portal here because I have a strong suspicion that this is where one of the guys are. It's through here. I will say I am half tempted, chat, to play some more, oh man, I can't think. Play some more. Wow. That's ominous. I'm assuming a ton of enemies are about to spawn when I grab this. But hey, free missile pack. Let's go. Yep, there it is. Hey, dude. And you did. Goodbye. Thanks, dude. Let me just do a quick scan, because we are looking for keys, and we haven't gotten our hints yet, and I have a strong suspicion that they're going to end up being in weird places like this. This is a really big room to not have anything in except for the missiles. But I mean, it kind of makes sense because you access this like pretty early on. Oh. I thought we were immune to that stuff, but guess I'm wrong. Another area like this. Oh, hey, perfect. There's one of our keys. Oh, man. Alright, well, we did quite a bit of damage to it. Gotta be visible, man. Okay. My spamming no is unmatched. Alright. And he's dead. So this must mean that you must actually be able to get the, you must be able to get this key pretty early on, now that I think about it. The 1 of 9 keys. Alright. And there's a dude down here. Not very cool. Okay, so this is quite literally like... Yeah. This is quite literally just for, That was a lot. We'll just finish him up. Oh no. I can't see him. All right, and he's dead. Cool. Well, we got through that. So I'm assuming you could actually get that sky key super fast if you wanted to. The only thing you have to kind of, like, that sucks is these guys, but... Because it would be considered, like, toxic, so... Well, we got one of the keys, so now we're up to, I think, about over half now. Over, like, the marginal half of 9, which is, I think, 4.5. So, let's go, chat. Let's do it, dude. Let's do it, dude. Well, I'm glad we went there. That was worth it. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so we went all the way through here. We can kind of bypass all that nonsense and then make our way here. There's a portal there. I have a strong suspicion this is another one. Yeah, because that one's only for there. And then that one's only for there, so... And we need to make our way around to Torvis anyway, which I think is here, right? Yeah. So we're good to keep going. We'll just go the long way this time. Nah, I mean, chat. We'll go the long way. It's fine. Yeah, that's the Agon Wastes. I mean, yeah, we'll do the Agon Waste really fast just because we're already here. Because there is an energy cell in there that I want to get. The more energy cells we have, the better health we will be. And we're going to want a lot of health. Open your door. Thanks, Biddy. You know what would have been really trippy? If they made some of the keys in the overworld as well. Because, like, the overworld is bleeding. They're merging lore-wise. Or the dark is trying to merge with the light, so having some keys here would have been kind of cool. As a, you know, just a thought kind of thing. Oh, hey, I got it. Let's go. So, Chad, I wanted to say, is there any games coming out that you're interested in? I know with, like, Death Stranding 2, some people are mega interested in that. And all that. Which I think if you're into that, more power to you. Yeah, I mean, the new RE, not surprised there, honey. We both are very excited for the new Resident Evil, which is probably going to be the next series of marathon games. So I was going to actually ask about the new Silent Hill game. Looks good too. I have to agree. Little Nightmares getting its release date was super cool. I don't know if you saw that, KJ. We'll definitely be playing that on stream because I love that game. It's such a fun game. There we go. Yeah. And And then I think we can get 2 more. But yeah, we'll definitely be playing that on stream. And those games are nice because I could replay the first 2 just to be reminded of like what's going on in the games. Even though Little Nightmares 3 looks like it's very much its own thing because it's like takes place in a carnival, it looked like. Should probably find a save point here soon. Just in case. Even though the game's not really bugging out too bad, so. Please, would love that. Yeah, we absolutely could. And those are like bite-sized games. Like I could finish up the first one in 1 stream, and finish up the second one in like 2. Wiggling. Bunch of wigglers. I make an argument against that. KJ. Hard argument against it. I would make the argument that 1 and 2 are very much connected to each other. I mean, you don't really get the connection until the end of the game, but I'd make the argument that 1 and 2 are pretty connected. And just for the sake of not spoiling things, I won't go into it too much further. But yeah, I definitely have. I have my like tinfoil hat theories and all that. So yeah. Like, there's no lore here, right? But it's not the most obvious, is what I mean. I mean, I still have to like hard disagree with you on that because I definitely think there is like pretty substantial like I want to say like there's just hard evidence. I forget how this room works so that you can access this, but there is a way to do it. I forget how. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Because you're not tall enough. And you can't go into these, right? No. Alright. Maybe the whole thing is that we're, like, supposed to go through a different entrance. Two is technically a prequel. I mean, yes, that much I agree. That much I do recall and remember is that 2 is very much a prequel in its own right. The only like real argument I would say is that it's pretty connected to like how 1 becomes a thing. Oh, get out of my way, dude. Most annoying enemies in the game right there. We will check this. Well, it sounds like I have to play it on stream before October. KJ, that's what it sounds like. Gotta remind all of us of the magnitude that is the games. Games. Brain not working. Hey, remember when green doors were were like our nemesis? Not anymore. Oh, another missile tank. Interesting. It's like they know. It's like they know that my, like, the most despised enemy in this game is this. Remember one much more. I could see why. There was a lot more to one. There was a lot more for one, because if you remember, I think one got 2 DLCs. I remember. Is this Sonic the Hedgehog 4? Absolutely, brother. This is 100% Sonic the Hedgehog 4. But welcome in. Oh, can I just keep tracking him with this? Oh, that's nice. There we go. Why are you shooting Tails? Listen, Tails, you ever seen the Sonic.exe stuff? That's kind of what's happening to Tails here, man. Sorry to break it to you. I wish I could break it to you any other way. What's the point in going up here? Why do they still have this ramp here? Also excited for Mafia Old World. Old World looks good. I'm just not familiar with the Mafia games, if I'm being honest. I know people love them. I know people genuinely love those games, and I think they look good. I just have never played them myself. So I can't really, you know, speak on it too much. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Mr. McCooperton over on TikTok. Very much love as I get blasted by these lasers. Oh gosh, creepy bosses. Alright. Oh, is this going to be like our connector? Okay, nice. Lots of enemies, huh? I guess we'll call these guys Knuckles then, right? Since this is Sonic 4 now. The unreleased Sonic. Knuckles is going crazy. Alright. I think that this whole room is just dedicated to one of these guys, right? Yeah. Oh wow, he blew up immediately. Rouge the Bat, you know, was on screen for about as long as Rouge the Bat is always on screen for, so. Anybody knows the references I'm making, I appreciate them. All right, so we got some eyeballs. Me, their trailer looked good. I agree, trailers look good. I know Mafia 3 was really, really good. Like, people really liked Mafia 3. Man, close. Oh my goodness. There we go. Is this the style of the upcoming 2-Switch game? Is this the style of the upcoming 2-Switch game? Yes. For an actual answer, this is the predecessors to Metroid Prime 4. If that was your question. But if it's in correlation to Sonic 4, this is absolutely Sonic 4. I'm pretty sure we're missing quite a bit before we can make this call. Okay. Lock is forever open. Oh, hey. Character gallery. Let's go. Hey, Usnoli. Welcome in, brother. Over on TikTok. If you're wondering why I'm just kind of skipping through this, it's because it's all, like, lore related of, like, where each key is. but we will find out which ones we need, because as you can see, there's one that's already been placed. So there's only 8 keys needed in actuality, much like Prime. So we're still missing 3. Yep. So let us take a look at which ones. Hear the words of Aku, that you may find the key lost to our cause. Steadfast, de Eisel, who shall disturb you among the trees of holy ground? Okay. All right. Hear the words of Aku, that you may find a key lost to our cause. With the bearer pod, he sleeps in the flooded temple. Okay. Hear the words of Aku, that you may find the key to our lost cause. Besides the marsh of a raining land, she laid her body forever. So this one's the only one that I'm a little confused by, is this one. Aku, who shall disturb you among the trees of the holy ground. Trees of the holy ground. Thank you so much for the likes, friends, over on TikTok. I very much appreciate it. All these indie games coming out, coming out with friends. Focus on playing with friends. I'm getting thwapped. Thwapped. Getting thwapped. People are getting mad and calling these games friend slop. I have some feelings on that. I have not seen where people are calling that, but I'm also not part very much of that sort of scene. But I will say, as far as that goes, all right, I don't need to fight you this time, so I'm not going to. I have to disagree. I won't call them friend slot, because the whole concept behind like video games is playing with friends, and not all your friends want to play COD, dude. Like, I hate to tell you, that's just kind of how it is. If you're that friend, I got some bad news for you. Your best friend, who is starting to play single-player games, they don't want to play COD anymore. Using it for clip baiting. See, that is a different argument. But as far as the, like... As far as the argument of, like, calling them, what do we call them? Friend slot games. I just have to disagree. You know, we tried and true classics of, like, board games, for example, right? Different genre, different medium. Different genre, different medium. But the whole, like, what's a good word here? The whole, I'm trying to think of the ways to word this. Calling them friend slop, I feel like, is a disservice, because game development is game development. It takes hours of people's work to put into these games, even if it might be that they're utilizing, like, generative content and stuff like that, where the game auto-generates itself. You still have to put in the programming and the coding to do that, and I feel like these kinds of conversations are coming from people who do not have an understanding of game development, which, not saying like, oh, high and mighty, I sit on my high horse understanding game development. I don't know anything about game development. I know very little. I know that it is time consuming and that it takes a while, but as far as like the development of these smaller indie games, it's just more games, dude. Like, that's the thing, is there's so many. You want to talk about, like, trash? There are so many PC games that are literal asset flip games that, like, are charging $10, like, $15 to $20, when all that those games are literally, I buy like a $5 asset bundle and I turn it into a whole game. That's what that is. And that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. That is trash. However, games like Peak, Lethal Company, Repo, these games have a team behind them. It's not like it's one dude that was like, you know what, I'm going to just download Unity and run it, you know? And I feel like it's a disservice to those creators on that front to call them like slop games, because I just disagree. I just hard disagree with it. As far as them being like clickbait games and utilizing like streamers and influencers, I think that's just the name of the game nowadays. If your game's not interesting and people can't get like at least 1 or 2 clips from it, hate to tell you, you're gonna fall into a niche audience category. It's just the reality of it. In which I have all the respect for creators that do that, but at the end of the day, that's kind of the MO with that, is if it's not like, and obviously clips are based off of hey Usnoli, welcome into Twitch. Hey Goth Vintage, how are you? The whole like ideology of games have to be developed and all this and be like monumental and game-changing spaces, I just disagree. We're making our way through Metroid. Aw, thank you for the hearts. Lots of new enemies. That was a new enemy. Oh, that's right. There's Denzinum things here. No, the tree! Oh. All that for a missile tank, chat. Hey, Lionheart, welcome in. How are we doing? 84%. A lot higher than I thought we were going to be. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, there is a thing that I want to go grab over here. No! So you have to time this correctly. And as you can see, that's where one of the energy tanks is. Oh, I fell off because it moved. That's unfortunate. Nope, we'll wait. We'll wait for it to come back. Patience is key. But yeah, that's my feelings towards like the friend indie games and stuff like that is, man, like just let people play their games. Let people make games and let people play their games, man. That is the tried and true, like, if you have that big of a problem with it, go back to your like every year COD, man. Because that's the people I see make these arguments the most of like, well, they're not great games. Okay, who cares? Like, some of the best games are trash, you know? Like, for example, Mind's Eye, right? New game. I was interested in this game until it came out. And Mind's Eye came out and was dog poop. Like, it was dog doo-doo. But people still played it for the clips because it was so bad. Mind you, do I think that game just probably needed some more development time? Yeah, that's probably all it needed, but, you know, we're here, game's out, not much we can do, you know? There's only so much you can do. And now we're looking for the overworld keys. Oh, interesting. This is new. No, it's not. This is normal. I was like, this feels new. But in actuality, it's not. Oh yeah. Any other lore heavy things for me, Oos? We'll save here because we got it. We got some things. So chat with the so I did want to ask your guys' thoughts on this, right? Because I'm actually genuinely curious. What is your guys' thoughts on the fact that the gaming landscape is switching away from the whole live service genre? These guys make my frame rate like blow up. Sorry. Oh, I'm out of beams. Yeah, this guy kind of sucks. Cool, he left. He didn't want to battle me. Oh, that's right, these toad things. But yeah, and for those who aren't familiar with live service, these are games like Destiny, and other games like Destiny and stuff like that. First Descent and stuff like that. I'm very curious as to your guys' thoughts on that. Jesus, that scared the crap out of me. And talk about the Stop Killing Games movement. Yeah, I can hear in a little bit. Just remind me here in a little bit. I mean, to be fair, it's one of those things that if you haven't heard about the Stop Killing Games movement, I'm not going to advocate for you to sign up for it, but what I will do is tell you to look into it. It is a EU-based petition. Now, as far as like if it would have global effect, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things that I've known about it for a while, and I think it's a great initiative, as long as you understand what exactly is being talked about, and that's pretty much how my feelings are. Is if you don't, then look into it, man. Like, it's not a hard, like me and Embers were talking about it last night. Oh. Oh. Hey, dude. I didn't realize you could be in the ground. There we go. That's one. Would it be affected by here in the States? Because that's my big thing, is like, I signed up for it way back when it first launched, so there's like only so much I can do at this point. But I will say, if you haven't, I 100% recommend you go and take a look at it and sign the petition if you agree with it. Because I do. And like I said, I'll talk about it a little bit more later. But as far as, like, I know there's a lot of drama around it right now. Or I shouldn't say drama around it, but drama around some creators and stuff like that. That's not my place. I mean, no, Usnoli. It's not about that. It's about making it so that they can't just turn off live service games. Or rather, games with online functions they can't just take away from you, like The Crew. Like what happened with The Crew 2. That is the whole initiative of it. So. Yeah, you are correct, Usnoli. That is what I am referencing, but Listen, it's one of those things. I leave it alone. It's not my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? Looted Mire, Forgotten Bridge, Torvis Arena. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the next area we want to go is here, because it talked about the temple. Yeah, that netting. Yeah. Yeah. No, and that's what the initiative is about. To just kind of talk about it a little bit. Essentially, the initiative, from my understanding, is it's focusing on taking games with online functionalities and making it so that companies essentially can't just take them away, and that you do own your game technically, because that's a big problem right now, is that as of right now, nobody owns their games. And not give you a refund. Like, if something happens with the game, right? Like in the Crew 2's example, something happens and they just don't want to support it anymore, or they don't have the funding, they would then turn around and issue refunds to the consumer, right? And that's kind of the big thing, is the Crew 2 is the biggest example people use, because that was Ubisoft's like front load. Hey, mind you, Ubisoft is the people who create like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. This was the game that, you know, made people really unhappy with Ubisoft, because they were just like, dude, what? Like, I want to play my game, please, and thanks. And so they essentially, like, long story short, made it so that they couldn't, people couldn't play it, and they didn't give out refunds, they didn't give out anything. They were just like, tough bananas, you signed a terms and service that, you know, everybody reads, because that's what people do. But I mean, if you read any game with online service capabilities, that's what they all say. So it's just a rather annoying practice in the gaming community. And again, like I said, I support owning games. I think we should 100% move back to that practice, rather than what we currently deal with the gaming landscape. But yeah, so definitely would recommend supporting it if you can. Let me just make sure. Because we have like an idea. So we got one, which is great, but now we need the other one. Which I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's actually up here or if it's down below, because that's the thing, is like, man. Is that really it? Is that the big thing? Is like just taking them out and then they like actually screw off? Because that's really nice. I don't think it's in here. I can check though. But yeah, so moral of the story, that's what the, you know, what was it called? The Don't Kill Games initiative is. And yeah, if I 100% think you should support that, but you know, at the same time, you can do your own research, but also know that there's people out there that don't entirely know what they're talking about when you do it. So just keep that in mind. Or miss the point of it, even though you can literally read on the front, Ayo, like, I forget, is it in lore? Is that what it is? Ouch. Just punch myself in the face. Apologies, as I'm just trying to... Thank you. We shall disturb you amongst the trees of the holy ground. Thank you. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, it's a EU-based position, so... But if you, it's one of those that if you, who shall disturb you among the trees of the holy ground. I don't know of any place with trees. Let's go to inventory. Let's go to keys. Temple keys. Okay, so it looks like we're missing one key from Temple Grounds, which is fine. And then the keys to Dark Torvus, we need one more. Okay, so we know where the next one is then. It's down below. It's in the water. But, yep. As I always say, everything kind of falls back on, hey, do your own research at the end of the day. If you're interested in things, just look it up. It takes far less than you would think. It's the fastest way. But, yeah, definitely for that initiative. I think it's cool. No, I did not. That's pretty hype. I've been actually kind of looking out on the Switch. Oh, that's so lame, man. Should be just about dead. It's interesting that they kind of stand still a lot. Damage are you gonna take, man? All right. But no, I did not see that Mario Strikers was coming to the Switch. That's pretty hype, all things considered. But I will say, as far as, welcome in, Raquel. Yeah, I've been kind of keeping an eye out on the Switch Today app because they they announced a game for the Splatoon on there, which is super weird, because that's like one of their flagship things. And then they announced like Donkey Kong stuff on there, which is an actual like major flagship title. So I'm just like, is this where Metroid Prime 4 is gonna go? Because it doesn't seem like they're doing very like much directs. But I also remember them saying something about Nintendo Directs not being like as common in this next cycle. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see, you know? Do this. We'll save really fast. But yeah, So I'm very curious to see like when Prime 4 is going to get its announcement. Because there's just like there's games getting their October announcements, and I'm just like, Metroid? Metroid, are you with us right now? Right now? Please? Please, Mr. Obama? But we'll see. It'll be fine regardless. Every time. I don't know why I blow them up. I should just run into them. They do less damage. Speedrunner's nightmare right there, those guys. I'm like, I feel like I did this already. Oh no, this is for the missile tanks. That's pretty crazy. Okay, there's no, like, enemies here. I wonder, too, you know? I wonder, too. I can't say I'd be too shocked, but I definitely would be, I'd be a little appalled. We get a try. Man, I don't think we will. As much as I would love a variant console, I don't see it happening, dude. They haven't done variant consoles since the Switch Lite, and even then, like, it almost felt like they were reluctant to do it. So we'll have to see in the long term kind of what their game plan is with that. So my question is how am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do this? Oh no, it's this. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. Nuh-uh. Oh, I'm sorry. They did the Zelda 2 one, right? Yeah. Zelda. Zelda is their flagship title, though, bro. Like, that's the thing about Zelda. Zelda's literally, like, their bread and butter. If they are making money off of Zelda, Nintendo has failed as a company. Just being honest. Yay. It's like the Chozo artifacts, chat. Oh, man. I gripped onto the wrong side. It's like having frame rate spikes doing this. It's super weird. Which I guess is a good thing because it means that, like, I can jump up here if I need to. There we go. Hey, Mike. Welcome in. That wasn't too bad. Hello, Goth. I like your little dogs. Hope you're doing well. I look at it like this. How many people would buy a second Switch 2 because it was colored after Samus's main suit? In which I agree with you. I very much agree with you. I'd probably even try to snag one if it had a variant and it came with the game. But the reality is I just would, I just don't foresee it, man. I just don't see Nintendo doing that. They haven't done it nearly enough recently for me to be like, yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Plus, according to Nintendo, Metroid Prime is still, Metroid as a series is still not a flagship series, even though it sells very well in the West from my understanding. Which is crazy to say. This one's red. Oh god, chat, it's this again. I'm telling you, man, that literally it's in their like big business stuff that it is not a flagship title. It is only a flagship title for the West. But in in Japan and stuff like that, it is not considered a flagship title. It does not sell well over there for some reason. People just don't like it like we do, I guess. Again, super weird to say. Oh, I see what's happening here. DK. That became a meme on my feed for a little bit. But you know what will sell well? You know what will sell systems? Dustbloods. We'll say as soon as a release date comes out for Dustbloods, I could see us getting a pro. I agree with that statement. I could see us getting a pro controller more than anything. All this for a missile tank, huh? Just going too early. There we go. All right. So now we can continue. Whee! Alright. And then this is probably going to be our, like, primary portal. You hate to see it, chat. You hate to see it. You hate to see us fall. Okay. All right. We're in it. We're in there. Let's find this last key here, and then we'll go to Sky Temple. I'm just going to look up the final key. I'm going to look up the final key. What are we doing here? It's so nice not to have to worry about the damage here. The damage here is pretty intense, like, regardless of what you do. Are you flipping kidding me, dude? This is so obnoxious. That means we have to go through this portal down here. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. I was going to ask, did anybody here see... I mean, I don't think anybody here likes Destiny like that, but did anybody see the Destiny developer update that we got? Which, I will say, as somebody who is a Destiny fan, I definitely am like, I have my feelings, you know? What is that? What are you?
Recording to logbook.
Well, that's new. Where am I now? Guess I could do this one because it's a little stronger. Oh. Hey. Let's go. We got it. Well, I'm glad we turned around. So now we're one left, and we know that it is not here. Oh, he went back. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so now we just have one left. Bunch of sniffers. Got any sniffers in chat? Anybody who likes sniffing? But yeah, the developer update for Destiny stuff, it was alright. It was alright. Definitely not what people wanted. I mean, but at this point with the Destiny community, will anything make them happy? Probably not. That's why I've kind of... I stick to my own lane kind of business. Yeah, let's go do this really fast and just get that unlocked. As far as everything else goes, though, I'm pretty sure we are done here. At 87. Is this the way? Yeah, just because it would take longer probably to do the... Or wait, let's go look at Sky Temple. Where would that spit us out at? Let's see. Yeah, Torf's Bog right here. I'm trying to think of, like, time, how fast this would be. We'll just head out the normal way. It's fine. Nice, got quite a bit of ammo from that. So, chat, have you guys been playing anything fun? Right. How do we get out of here? Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's right. We have this. I forget we have this, like, jetpack thing. Alright. Only watching Bones. That's fair. I know that me and Usnoli and stuff have been playing Peak. Peak! So, Peak has been really fun. Again, kind of harps back to, like, that whole... These are this kind of game. I'm just like, man... Just go back to playing whatever game you like playing. Leave our little simple games alone. They're $5. Like, let me enjoy my McChicken of a game. Or my equivalent to a McChicken game. I feel like people don't like when you put it into perspective like that, though, which I always think is really funny. I'm just like... Y'all complain about the worst things, I swear. Peak! It's Peak! Open the door. Yeah, so we got the last thing here, and I'm pretty sure all our cleanup is done here. I know we need like 1 energy cell, and we need 2 of the ammo tanks. And then we'll be pretty close to being done, but... Yeah. Maybe I was wrong about the 250, though. Maybe it is just like 225 or something like that. I know in Prime 1 it was 250, but it could be... I could be wrong about that. Starting to think I'm wrong. Starting to think I'm wrong, chat. Just did a little spin, you know, to see if there's any densium, because there seems to like to be astronomical amounts of densium. Go over here. these count? That's why I said, like, 100%ing this game kind of sucks. Because there's a lot of, like... There's a lot of, like, small things you can absolutely miss if you're not careful. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Peak, been playing some Springtrap in my off time. Dipping my toe in some First Descendant. I don't think I'll stream that game, though. Just because it's kind of nice to have a, like, game that I don't really associate with the community all that much. And I just kind of play it for fun. Which you're probably like, Michael, you should always play your games for fun. It doesn't always work out that way. Or I shouldn't say it like that. It's most of the time they're still for fun. But I will say sometimes it's not always like I'll have the mindset of, oh, I should stream this game. But then I sit there and I'm like, I should not stream this game. Plus that game can potentially get you in trouble with all the crazy looking skins in that game. And what's crazy is the gameplay is super good. Like, is there a portal here? There is. I was like, I know there's a portal somewhere nearby. Rude. Yeah. Chad, it's crazy. This is my goal. I will say my new streamer goal is to try and start editing down some of the videos and doing like fun things with the edits. Because I was watching a couple videos that were talking about like editors and stuff like that. Hey, welcome in, Luke. Ludic Lude. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Always have fun is one of your rules. Yep, it is. And I try to abide by it. Can't say I'm perfect all the time, but I definitely do my best. It's so crazy to me that these guys are such bullet sponges. Like, they're not as bullet spongy in the Prime games. If they remade this game, that'd be kind of my big thing. It's like, please don't make these guys bullet spongy. Yeah, if and when they do a remake. But how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Probably on what I can imagine. We'll probably stick it out and make this the final day. Probably the final day of Metroid Prime 2 specifically. It's been super fun to revisit this game. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's deep. And this one should be the light tone. Okay. And then, let me see. So, that one. And last one. Back up here. I will say, I do hope they bring back some of these, like, cooler visors, because I feel like in Prime 3, they're there, but they're not there. Oh, hey, cool. We were just talking about these. Ammo expansion. Hey, Cameron, thank you so much for the love. How are you, brother? So now we're up to 200. Good old 2-0. Which means that our average is just a little bit under 150. You're great. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. You're just talking about what games we've played recently. Hey, bro. I feel alive. Why is that? I hope for good reasons. What are they doing to him? Where are they taking him? Put him down! Under a rock with no PC. That sucks. Did you get a new PC, I'm assuming? It's crazy how much this beam is like. It's called the Annihilator beam for a reason, and it shows. This beam goes crazy. Alright, I'm gonna guess that this is... Yeah, what was going on with that guy? They're just carrying him around? Sick. Alright, so I'm assuming there is nothing here. Alright, well, let's get this. Nice. Yeah, my mom paid for half of it, so... Only paid for the graphics card in the end. That's super nice, man. I'm glad to hear that. Nice. Yeah, the screw attack is just like the screw attack in Metroid Zero Mission, where it's just crazy. Alright. Oops. Yeah. Little poison dots. Aw, thank you for the rose. It smells like roses. It's always funny to do that. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate it. You look pretty big. Ouch. Oh, wait. Holy ground. I know where we need to go. That's it. Stop the damn stream. Listen, I'm going to start my NPC area. You can't stop me, chat. You can't stop me. That's right. That's what the point of this area is this guy. It's always funny that they, like, blow up your screen. And that's the last one, chat. Woo! There we go. Use them to gain access to the Sky Temple. So if you recall, chat, essentially the Sky Temple is built... I time out the streamer on himself. All right. Relax. Hooray! Have y'all been pushed Mr. Peanut? His handle is, I think, the Burnt Peanut. Super funny guy. He's super funny. Really enjoy his content. Makes good content. He is primarily like a Tarkov streamer. Like Tarkov slash... Yeah, he's like a Tarkov slash, whatever they're called. I forget what they're called. Man, that's crazy. I killed you already. Excuse me, I hurt you. I already took care of you. Took care of business. We stand on business. Okay, so that's that. So now we're literally like at the end, I feel like. Yeah, we're missing 9 items. Like a moth to the flame. Yep. Oh, chat. How interested, and this goes for anybody who's listening, TikTok and YouTube and everything, how interested would you be in potential merch? The man needs merch. All right, I know where the last one is. That's crazy. I can't believe I missed that. We literally went past it twice, and I did the thing I needed to do, but I just didn't have the right item. That's funny. That's funny. Luckily, Sanctuary Fortress is right here, so we'll just jump down and get that really fast. That's funny. That's very, very funny game. I mean, Embers, I know you're interested in merch, but is the other people interested in merch? Because I'm thinking about developing, like, meme merch as, like, some of my first merch things. Like, not an actual dedicated, like, collection or anything like that. But, ouch. But I am curious as to if you would be interested in that. So yeah, chat, that big white light, this is what we needed to do with it. Hooray! Speaking of you know. Now don't walk backwards. This is literally for one thing and one thing only. This. Should 3D printed merch. I could definitely do that, but t-shirts. Well, what do we think about t-shirts, chat? Yeah, I've just been kind of itching to make some like silly t-shirts. All right, 90%. That's crazy. Now we're just missing the one thing. Alright, and we're on the opposite. I would take stickers and shirts. We could definitely do stickers. Stickers are easy. But shirts I'm also interested in. Yeah, stickers are easy. I've actually looked into stickers before, because, like I said, they're relatively easy to do. This is like another form of fun. Oh, I would take it if you think nobody loves you, I love you sticker. That's a fun idea. I actually hadn't even thought of doing something like that. Thank you, Snowly. Embers, you should make note of that. Because I could do that with like the frog heart and stuff. Why is it making like awesome music sounds? Alright, so this is the one that connects to the temple. Let me look up the last ammo upgrade. Beam ammo expansions. Did a YouTube video? Oh, okay, it's this thing. So it's the wheels that I was doing in Sanctuary Fortress. What do we think, Chad? Is it worth it to go back? We don't necessarily need it. Yeah, I literally, like, already made it to it, and I just happened to miss it. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think we pretty much got it. It's just the ammo. So what do we think, Chad? Is it worth it to go back for the one ammo thing? Because we would have to head over to Sanctuary Fortress and, like, make our way through it. It wouldn't be a simple, like, running grab. Because we got all the energy tanks, which is what I wanted, and then we're just missing the one thing. So let me know. You have until I go down the elevator. Sure, let's get the thing. All right. All right, we will do that. Let's do it. Yeah, you guys are going to see where it is, and you're going to be like, what? Did I go to the wrong one? Ah, dang it. I did go to the wrong one. We were in the right spot. We'll go back this way. I just don't want the game to crash. I haven't saved in a minute. We're going to safety save up here, by the way. Sorry, I need to remember to take off my mouse, so... I will say, are y'all ready for Friday? I'm excited. You might be like, why? Is there something happening for you on Friday? No, it's just his Friday. And for those of us who work 9 to 5s, it's nice when it hits Friday. If there's anything I miss about part-time, it was kind of the ability to have like a week, a day off in the week. But I do very much enjoy the Monday through Friday schedule. It's very nice. I think there's benefits to both. Monday through Friday, you get a very consistent schedule and you're able to like accomplish things and go out on the weekends and do like weekend activities without requesting time off or anything like weird or like that. But when it comes to getting days off in the week, I feel like it's nice because one, you can use like you're already going to be up and stuff like that because of it's an in-between day in the work week. So you get the opportunity to catch up on chores and stuff like that and get sort of a head start to the weekend and then hang out for the weekend. So, but pretty sure we can just head that way. We need your... Luckily, at least it's a fast walk. I mean, this game's relatively fast to walk around in. I will say with the stuttering and stuff like that, it's going to be nice because I actually broke out my Wii U. And you'll say, like, you'll see that I'm going to be playing the Metroid Prime 3 on the trilogy. version, and you're gonna be like, why didn't you play 2 on the trilogy version? On your actual, shouldn't say actual, my very legal Wii U, and it's because I didn't want to deal with the motion controls and stuff like that. They are rough. Rough like a dog. Plus, it's a little weird to get used to them, because I feel like I actually have to, like, move my setup backwards, if that makes sense. Or I have to, like, space out my setup a little bit. There we go. No, not the BAMs. Not the Bomba. I just realized there's a thing here that I did not see before. Oh, that's how we opened it. I'm stupid. Being silly, chat. Oh, he's being silly again. Yeah, we want to be here, so what's the fastest way? Okay. So is the fastest way just going to be through there? Yeah, probably, because they both lead to, like, this area up here. Oh, no, this would be the fastest way. Okay. So regardless, we're going up. Run! Run! Run before they start blasting me. Yeah, you can keep doing that. Do 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 do. I will say I do really hope the same music composer is on Prime 4, because this soundtrack is just so good. Yay! The morph ball elevator. Yay. All right, we're here. And you're gone. I feel so bad. I really don't. I don't feel bad at all. I actually haven't felt anything for the space pirates since I was a mere child. And even then, I was just like, why are you attacking me? You don't deserve to be around if that's the case. But you know, they're space pirates for a reason, right? So, if you remember us doing this... This is what the whole MO of this thing is to get an ammo upgrade, and somehow I missed it. And I feel like I missed it a lot as a kid, because that's just kind of what makes sense to me. Oh. Ugh. That was lame. Oh, nice. We got it. Yeah, womp womp. Cry about it, streamer. So, chat, how do we feel about all the in real life streamers right now? I feel like there's a ton of them, but what do we think? Dude, come on. Can I just fall and just respawn up there? Is it gonna... There we go. Because there's like some conversations that are recently coming out where they're saying like in real life, like gaming as a live streaming medium is very much like dying. And in real life streamers are 100% taking over, which I have my, you know, I can't say I disagree, but I think it's also like, it's just the niche that people are enjoying right now. I think it's that like, you know, these e-celebrities and stuff like that, and some of them are actual celebrities, they are just showcasing a different side of like content. I don't think is a bad thing. By any means, I don't think it's a bad thing. Why did I do that? Why did I let go? I apologize, chat, for this taking so long. This should not take as long as it does. Yeah, it's just essentially unedited vlogs, which is fine, you know, if people are into it, right? But I do think it's very interesting that now the take has become, like, at first it was like, in real life streaming is going to not go anywhere. It's usually like problematic folks and all that. And now that it's not, it's actual like people who are, you know, making friends in the business and stuff like that. It's turning into a very like interesting dynamic. Also, we got our final ammo expansion, chat. Look at that. Took less than, what, 10 minutes? So, could have had that much earlier. Welcome in, Epic. Hope you're doing well, man. But yeah, so just an interesting talking point that I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, this is, like I said, this is an interesting talking point. I can't say I agree with it. I think it's just kind of what people want to watch right now. I don't foresee it being like the end all be all. I think there's still quite a big medium for like streaming, you know, I don't want to say anything, but streaming video games is, I think, still a viable medium if that's what you want to stream and stuff like that. But I think it's one of those that people are looking at the, like, revenue split and the, what's it called? The revenue split and the, like, ease of access to it. Because, like, with gaming, you gotta, you know, you gotta be able to own games, set up games, have some sort of, like, thing, like, calling card that makes people interested in watching your games and stuff like that. Which I think is fine. And not that, like, the in real life streams are boring, but, or like they, you know, don't have to have some sort of thing going on. But I think it's one of those that they can kind of get away with more variety-based content. So, but, you know, obviously all love to in real life streamers, as long as they're respectful. That's my big thing, is like the prank channels and stuff like that, can't stand them. I used to watch them a lot as like a teenager, and I think that's who the audience is that they're going for. But I think it's just gotten out of hand with that. I just realized we go up for that, by the way. Yeah. That means that that goes down. We should be able to just kind of cruise. No, we'd have to go all the way around. So we are looking for the Temple's Transport C. Open your door. Thank you. Yeah. What are your thoughts overall? Like with some of the biggest people, biggest content creators on the platform being in real life streamers. Let me know. Yeah. All right, so we're sitting at 91%, and I think we're at a great point to go ahead and we'll finish this up. We'll finish this puppy up today. Finish this puppy up today, where I will start working on getting Prime 3 set up. For tomorrow, and then like I said, we'll take a small break from it and do some more some other games, but and then we'll probably end the night off with starting Prime 3. But we'll play some games, chat. Probably do some games with chat, have some open lobbies, maybe in Dead by Daylight as Survivor, and then jump into some Killer and stuff like that, and then we'll jump into some Prime 3 and get started with that game. Sort of do the tutorial area, right? I will say overall though, I am happy that with the marathon for Metroid that we you know, you guys were comfortable and happy with doing man, I'm trying to think of words. Words are escaping me. With doing the at least the Prime games for me, because it's always nice to play through these Prime games. I enjoy them a lot. They're very close to home, very close to my childhood. So I'm glad that I could really sort of showcase these games for you, as well as use them to kind of get ready for Prime 4. And then if we get another like Metroid base game, like off of the Fusion or like Zero Mission, Fusion, Metroid Returns, that that Metroid series, we'll come back and do the other games and stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in any of the games I just said, definitely tune in. Feel free to follow, man. It's free. Get to see what I'm making, what content I'm producing, which is always fun. All right. Back to the wispy fingers. I know, Embers. I know you'll always tune in, and I appreciate it always. Much love to you as well. All right. And that's it. So now we can go ahead and do this. I hope it gives us a save. Woo! Time to go to Sky Temple. Let's go. Let's do it. Nyom. As you can imagine, chat, since we're now here, we're to this point, this plays out very similar to Prime 1. where after you kind of get in here, it's pretty interesting. It took the light, chat. So yes, if you wanted to go back down, you just go back down through here, and then I think there's a save station this way. Which obviously we want to save. Final save, potentially. I think this is actually the final save. Also, what's kind of nice about the Metroid marathon ending is we can start thinking about doing the Resident Evil plus the Elden Ring stuff, which is always good. All right. So, because we gotta do the Elden Ring stuff at some point. Oh, come on. They made it look so easy in the intro. All right. And here it is. Big ball. I'm ready for you, ugly. Who is you? Emperor Ing. Emperor Ing body. Emperor Ing body, ruler of the Ing horde. Target is drawing energy from unstable energy controller. Eliminating target's connection to the energy may be an effective strategy. Ouch. I just disagree, game. Come on. Alright, well that was lame. Alright, so I got like one opportunity to strike there. This is really obnoxious. There we go. This dude, come on. Wow, that was lame. This boss actually kind of sucks. It's like so above you the whole time. There's like no good way to... Alright, game. This is tough. I don't remember this fight being like this. I remember it being obnoxious, but not like this. I don't know what I was doing. There we go. That was a good chunk of damage. Disagree. Okay. Now we're to the very slow process of shooting everything. Alright. As you can see, this fight, not the best. Definitely not the best. If you can guess it, this is not the only fight. Oh my god. What is happening? The frame rate drop, dude. Oh wow. That was bad. Can you like just let me lock on? Okay. Well. Okay. I'm so happy you could do a little freedom dance. Oh my goodness. Oh, this sucks. This is not fun, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got that ammo upgrade, and it didn't give us any ammo to do this fight. So, not that it's ever really given us ammo. This is just so lame. This is such not a fun fight. Oh, here goes the frame rate. This is so bad. And there's literally nothing I can do there. That's just how this is. There's so many tentacles now, man. I'm so happy that I can keep getting dark ammo. Alright. We will persevere, chat. I'm just saying, it shouldn't be able to summon a Sharingan bomb or a Rasengan bomb. This is just not fun. This is a dumb fight. I forgot how stupid this fight is. I hope it's at least entertaining, because this fight sucks. This fight is not designed well. At least with Metroid, in Metroid Prime, you had the whole, like... Probably gonna die, because there's so many tentacles. So many tentacles, and we have no ammo. Is it like, do I need to start doing this? Does it want me to be using, like, missiles? Is that the whole MO here? It kind of seems like it. See, I just disagree, man. It just keeps doing that. It's just like, yeah. It's also the fact that the stupid tentacles are, like, way above you. What is it doing? It's doing a dance. Oh, I'm glad I jumped. Okay, so it takes like 2. There we go. Cool. If I remember correctly, I think that's a phase 1 too, which is super sad. Morphology. Emperor Ing Chrysalis, regenerating Ing ruler. Target regen shell is magnetically charged. 11 weak points have been detected. Just destroy them with concussive blast to shatter the shell. There we go. So we stated about, like, the normal. Here's hoping we have enough health for Emperor Ing. Yeah. Here's the big guy. Morphology. Mutated Emperor Ing. Altered ruler of the Ing Horde. Further phase-on mutation of the Emperor Ing has occurred. The creature seems to only take damage when its heart is light or dark. Find a way to change the heart to one of these colors. Okay. I'm like hard focusing because I'm trying to figure out how this guy works. Oof. How much I could do with that. Ouch. Oh. Nice swing and miss. Oh, okay. What is he doing? Oh. See, I just disagree, man. Okay. There we go. Okay. Wow, this phase on kind of sucks. We're just taking all the damage right now, chat. I think this run might be a wash. Yeah, it's the fact that he's like a 3-phase, and we took a lot of damage in that first phase. Come on, man. Like, we're doing quite a ton of damage to him when we actually are able to damage him. It's when he does, like, that big yawn that we want. Open your dumb face. Okay, he's back to that. Go for a dash, okay. Turn around, big boy. All right. Playing hard to get, huh? All right. And big dash. Oh, come on. Did you see that, chat? There we go. Ugh. That guy sucks. That was not easy. That was not easy. But hey, it's done. Let's go. That was tough. That was like an extra 20 minutes on that boss alone. Yes, absorb, Samus. By the light of Aether, we will bring peace to this land. Uh-oh. It's collapsing, chat. Planetary conditions critical. Escape at once. Time to go. In iconic Samus fashion, or Metroid fashion, when you finish the final boss, you go to the gotta run. I don't know if we could save here, but we're gonna wing it. Uh-oh. Look who it is, chat. Dark Samus 3. The final iteration. The final battle, if you will. Dark Samus supercharges phase-on energy. Targets phase-on energy weaponry and defensive systems are at full power. Phase-on exposure has rendered Dark Samus invisible to your dark visor. As you can see, she just kind of... Now she's going to do her Mega Bomb. Doing here. Oh, okay. Yeah, as you can see with Dark Samus, it's a situation of you're kind of racing against the clock. Come on. We're still doing damage to her, which is super nice, but yeah. All right, that was a good one. Do it again. Expel energy, please. That sucks. That sucks. Luckily we have such BS, man. We're gonna run on time because of this. Really? 4? Can I go back to being hurt, like hurt you? Oh hey, I can't hurt you. Alright, time for bunker busting. Oh, she's so close. Makes me so sad. Got her. Woo! Yeah! She's dead. I just realized she has like a third eye here. That feels like it'll be significant later. Planet's ending, you know. Got 2 minutes. She was curious. Uh-oh. The ink. The portal, chat. It's that portal that we saw very early on that we could not jump to. Time to go. Yeah. It's crazy to think that they were trying to come through the portal. Makes you wonder about the other ones. She got that evil thing like Doctor Strange. She do. She do. And the ink presence is gone. And look at our boys, the Luminoths. As the light of Aether has been restored forever. And we gave back their suit. Look at them. She just waves them off, chat, like the cool gal she is. Woo! Zero Suit Samus. All right, chat. And that was Metroid Prime 2. What'd you think? Sam's will return in Metroid Prime 3. Woo! All right. But yes, that is Metroid Prime 2. Very happy about it. I'm glad we can finish that today, because that means we can just go into tomorrow with, you know, with a much more hyper thing, because we're going to be starting Metroid Prime 3. So, woo. Woo indeed, chat. Woo indeed. So, but that was super cool. There is a secret ending for getting 100% items. Her being in her Zero suit, by the way, is for getting 75% of all items. So that's why it kind of felt a little odd. But yeah. I think you kind of have to sit through all this. Trying to see if maybe we could move it faster, but doesn't look like it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the oh no, don't earn current emulation. Hope you guys enjoyed Metroid Prime 2. I am gonna show off the cutscene really fast for the secret ending. So yes, I just kind of want to see if we can get through all this. But yeah, so tell me your thoughts. What are your thoughts in comparison to Metroid Prime 1? I think Metroid Prime 2 is a huge step up from Prime 1, which obviously is crazy because it was a 2-year difference. 2-year gap between the two, which isn't very long time in game world at all. But for what it is, I think it's super, super good. And I think Metroid Prime 2, it still holds up as my favorite of the Metroid Prime series. Just because the actual like story of it and the rise and fall of Aether, which is a lot of the story. The stories are pretty planet side, not so much Samus side. 3 is where we get a decent chunk of Samus story. But that's because we encounter like other characters and stuff like that. Because mind you, we didn't get another Metroid Prime game until 3, which was released exclusively on the Wii and Wii U for the Trilogy series, which was a Wii Shop and Wii U exclusive thing. So there was a collector's edition that gave you a steelbook of the game, which is always kind of a cool collector's item I think about going for, but yeah. Otherwise, super good. Super, super good. Hope you guys have enjoyed. All right, we're down to the special thanks. And such a good soundtrack. The soundtrack for the Prime 2 is so good, dude. It's so good. So what's kind of cool, mission final, percentage complete, 91%, total play time, 11. Hard mode active, rough sketch gallery unlocked. So what's kind of cool about this one is they actually introduced I'll let us get that final intro song in, the God tier song, you know, the iconic. Gotta let the beat drop, chat. So good. So good every time. So, but yeah, so if you go into like single player, you actually, I believe, if you hit go, it gives you, I don't know if it lets you like play where you started at, but yes. So here's gallery. It's essentially like all the different things, which is pretty cool. And you can unlock like everything. But yeah, there's a bunch of different art pieces and panels, which are all very cool. Sort of the design philosophy, I imagine, for the Space Pirates, Mecha Space Pirates, Dark Space Pirates. It's always kind of cool to go through these things because you get to kind of see sort of the rough etchings, the beginnings. That's a haunting image. Makes you wonder what the like conversation was when certain things were being drafted, like rough sketch stuff was being drafted. Kind of looks like Stitch, I'm not gonna lie. Sitting there like a little gremlin in the corner. I'm coming for you, Samus. Yeah. These are pretty cool. I think if we beat it on hard, we get more sketches, but... Oh, interesting. I didn't realize Luminoth distress signal thought cluster. Interesting, I didn't realize that, like, translation key. Interesting. So they gave you a little sneak peek thing there. But that ends the playthrough of Metroid Prime 2. As I said, I do have one more thing to show, and it's this. So give me 1 second. And again, this is for 100 items, full completion. So we're like right after we get the Zero Suit Samus and the cut in the credits roll, you get this. Yep, that's it. Is this right here? Let me replay it for you because it's real quick. You'll blink and miss it. And we see that Dark Samus seemingly has returned. Shout out really fast to Fallen Angel 34 for having this up, having the all cutscenes video. Shout out to them. But yeah. Otherwise, chat, I hope you've enjoyed. I've been your streamer. YouTube, thank you so much for watching as we conclude Metroid Prime 2. Not at the 100% mark, but 9% off, so a couple missile tanks here and there, I imagine, and nothing more. I hope you had a wonderful day. If you want to see more, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, chat, everyone, I will see you all tomorrow for some games and then the start of Metroid Prime 3 as we finish up as we go into our final game of the Metroid Marathon. I know I said we were going to go through the entire chronological order, but I've ultimately decided to just stop at Metroid Prime 3 as of right now, in preparation for Prime 4, because that was really my big goal for this at the end of the day. But otherwise, chat, everything. See you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Bye. 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 If you don't think anybody loves you, I, your streamer, love you, and I will